In modern warfare, precision matters. When targets are distant, fortified, or too dangerous for troops to engage directly, America unleashes one of its most trusted weapons, the Tomahawk Cruise Missile. For over 4 decades, the Tomahawk has served as the United States' long-range, all-weather, subsonic, precision strike missile. It has struck targets from deserts to mountain caves, launched from land, sea, and even submarines. This is the story of the Tomahawk, a missile that changed the rules of engagement. Segment 1. Origins of the Tomahawk. Archival footage. Cold War era. Engineers designing missiles. Navy ships at sea. Narrator. The story of the Tomahawk begins in the 1970s, during the Cold War. The United States needed a missile that could be launched from warships or submarines, fly at low altitudes to avoid radar detection, and hit targets with pinpoint accuracy, hundreds or even thousands of miles away. Thus began the development of the BGM-109 Tomahawk, designed by General Dynamics and later managed by Raytheon. On-screen expert missile engineer. The Navy wanted a versatile weapon. Something that could be fired from the sea but still fly like a small unmanned aircraft. That was a revolutionary idea in the 1970s. Narrator. By the early 1980s, the Tomahawk entered active service. It was a game changer. Unlike ballistic missiles, which followed a high arc and were visible on radar, the Tomahawk flew low and slow, hugging the terrain to avoid detection. Segment 2. Anatomy of a Tomahawk. 3D animation, exploded view of the missile. Sections highlighted. Narrator. Each Tomahawk missile is a technological marvel. Measuring around 20 feet in length and weighing about 3,000 pounds, the Tomahawk is equipped with a turbofan engine, wings that unfold after launch, and advanced guidance systems. Key features include range, over 1,000 miles, 1,600 kilometers. Speed, around 550 miles per hour, 880 kilometers per hour. Warhead, up to 1,000 pounds of conventional explosives. Launch platforms, surface ships, submarines, and in early versions, even trucks. On-screen expert defense analyst. The Tomahawk doesn't just fly in a straight line. It uses a system called TERCOM, terrain contour matching, and GPS. It can fly around hills, valleys, and radar defenses. It's like a robot jet fighter with a bomb for a brain. Segment 3. Combat debut and global impact. Footage, Gulf War, Operation Desert Storm, 1991. Narrator. The Tomahawk made its combat debut during Operation Desert Storm in 1991. In the opening hours of the war, hundreds of Tomahawks rained down on Iraqi command centers, radar installations, and missile silos. The world watched in awe. Footage. President George H.W. Bush, 1991. Allied forces have begun an attack on military targets in Iraq and Kuwait. Narrator. The success of the Tomahawk in Iraq proved its worth. Since then, it has been used in conflicts across the globe, from the Balkans to Libya, Syria to Afghanistan. Footage. Syria Strike 2017, from USS Porter and USS Ross. Narrator. In 2017, the United States launched 59 Tomahawk missiles at a Syrian airbase in retaliation for chemical attacks on civilians. Once again, the missile performed flawlessly. Segment 4. Modern upgrades and capabilities. Animation, Block IV and V versions of Tomahawk. Narrator. Today's Tomahawk is more advanced than ever. The Block IV version includes real-time in-flight targeting, satellite communication, and the ability to loiter over an area before striking. The latest Block V can strike moving naval targets, making it a threat not just to land-based defenses but also enemy ships. On-screen expert naval commander. With the new Tomahawk, we can update its target mid-flight. Imagine launching a missile from 1,000 miles away and changing the target after it's already in the air. That's powerful. Segment 5. Launch platforms, sea and subsurface. Footage, submarine launch from vertical tubes. Destroyer launching from Mk-41 VLS. Narrator. Tomahawk missiles are primarily launched from U.S. Navy destroyers, cruisers, and submarines. Using the Mk-41 Vertical Launch System (VLS) or submarine launch tubes, the missile can be fired with just a few minutes' notice. Clip. U.S. Navy briefing. We have the ability to project power without putting pilots at risk. That's the Tomahawk's strength. Segment 6. Strategic value and global presence. Footage. U.S. naval presence in Pacific, Mediterranean, Persian Gulf. Narrator. The Tomahawk gives the United States global reach. With over 4,000 missiles in its inventory, and hundreds of naval platforms capable of launching them, America can strike anywhere, anytime, without needing to rely on local airbases or overflight rights. Narrator. Tomahawks have also been exported to trusted allies, such as the United Kingdom, where Royal Navy submarines have used them in combat operations. Segment 7. Criticisms and Future Outlook. Footage. Military analysts discussing ethics, cost, and alternatives. Narrator. Despite its success, the Tomahawk is not without criticism. Each missile costs between $1 million to $2 million, and critics argue that newer hypersonic weapons may soon replace it. On-screen expert defense journalist. There's a debate: should we invest more in Tomahawks or switch to newer systems like hypersonics? But as of now, no other missile combines range, precision, and combat record quite like the Tomahawk. Closing segment. Legacy of the Tomahawk. Montage. Missiles launching, hitting targets, being loaded onto ships. Narrator. The Tomahawk Cruise Missile has been the tip of the spear for decades. From its Cold War origins to the wars of the 21st century, it remains a symbol of American technological power and global reach. A silent predator that flies low and strikes hard, the Tomahawk is not just a missile, but a message. Closing text on screen. Tomahawk. Precision. Power. Proven. End credits roll. Music fades out.